Hello, so today we're going to look at how we can completely transform your life in 30 days. And this is without 5 a.m. stuff, without constant heavy routines, without having to force yourself to feel positive. All we're going to do is 5 simple micro habits that we're going to learn today. And if you just do these tiny micro habits, they're very tiny micro habits, your life would be a lot better. If you're ready, let's get started with micro habit number 1. So let's begin with habit number 1, and that one is sending one loving thought to somebody in your life. Now, this somebody is someone you actually like. It could be a pet dog, it could be a baby, it could be a best friend, it could be a family member, it could be even someone who helps you, maybe your coach, maybe your trainers, maybe your classmates, somebody, any one person that you feel is easy to send a loving thought to. You must send one loving thought to that person. Now, a loving thought could be anything like, hey, I appreciate the time that you dropped me off to that place, or you made lunch for me, or you took me out for a dinner, or I just wish something wonderful happens to you, that the universe blesses you with something wonderful. I hope your life turns out really nice. That is a loving thought that you send to someone. When you do this loving thought, one loving thought every day, you're firstly changing your own energy, because now you're becoming more of yourself, your spirit. Spirit is a very loving energy. You're becoming more of yourself, but also because you're vibrationally connected to everybody, when you produce loving thoughts about them, they will come in your life in a more loving way. There'll be more love coming from them as well, which obviously improves the quality of your life if there's so much love coming from so many people in your life. So that's our first micro habit. If you're going to do this, just type loving thoughts in the chat. Let's go to our second micro habit, and that is called blessing one area of life. So blessing one area of life. Put this in big letters. Blessing. So blessing means you are looking for a blessing or anything good in any one area of life. What is one good thing that is happening in that area? Maybe the one good thing that's happening is that it's making you study all these wonderful things that will eventually transform your life. So we appreciate that. It's teaching us. And if you dig deep enough, you will definitely find a blessing in at least one area of your life. It could be relationship. Maybe you have somebody really wonderful in your life right now, or you had somebody in your past who was really wonderful. Maybe money, your blessing is that you have money to spend on this internet connection, so we can connect, you and me. That may be a blessing that you can find. So find a blessing in one area of life. That's a tiny micro habit that will shift the way you feel about life and therefore change your life. Isn't that cool? Simple, small, tiny, mega impact. Let's look at the third micro habit. The third micro habit is called focus. Focus. Now, focus is like the cement that builds our life, right? If you're focused, especially at the end of the day, you're only looking at all that went wrong and you're valuing in it, you're suffering it, you're making a concrete out of it. You're making a big castle out of all your problems. But what if you did the opposite? What if at the end of the day, you just looked at your whole day and you looked for one thing that went your way? Even if you got home safely, or you had 3 meals, or you had somebody to talk to, or the fact that we are connected here in this video, and you just took note of one thing that was positive in your day, one thing that you really appreciated happened to you, and you make meaning out of that. And you say, hey, this means that I am guided in my life. I am supported in my life. There are good people in my life. And when I change the way, my life will also change. So focus, choosing one good thing. Look at one good thing that happened to me today and genuinely appreciate it from my heart and ask, what does that mean about me? Do these 3 in your focus exercise and your life will absolutely. If you do this every day, your day, the way you saw your day will change. And one thing you should know, anything you focus on, you 10x it, okay? So if you focus on the one good thing that happened, you will 10x it and attract 10 more good things that will happen. Same thing happens with negative focus. If you focus on what horrible thing happened to you, then it will 10x that, because that's how law of attraction works, right? What you focus on, you fuel. So positive focus. Let's look at that. Okay, positive focus. That is our third micro habit. Let's go to the fourth one. We already know, I've spoken about this a lot. I get thank you messages every day because I push this down my students' throats to do every day. And this is self-appreciation. We are moving around our entire day looking for validation from other people. If they treat us well, we are super happy. If they don't treat us well or they ignore us, we completely crash down because most of us are defined by other people. We don't have a definition of ourselves. We are defined by how other people react to us, behave towards us. We don't know who we are outside of other people's behavior. This is where that changes. This is self-validation, having your own opinion of yourself that is greater than the opinions of other people. So here is asking the question, what is one thing I can appreciate about myself today? That one thing could be something you did today, even if it is just watching this video or you made the bed or you cooked a meal, and see the impact of something like that. What a powerful thing you've done. Even making the bed is a huge thing. Imagine when you walk into the room and the bed is not made and you feel all disheveled versus walking into the room and you see this clean bed made neatly. It adds such a different feeling to you, right? You did that. You created that impact. Appreciate yourself for that. And of course, it could be something that you've done in your past, a thing you manifested in your past, something you did wonderfully in your past. Appreciate yourself for that. So the question is, what is one thing I can appreciate, truly appreciate? Don't just list it. Genuinely feel it. What's one thing I can appreciate about myself today? Now, because the world is a mirror of how we see ourselves. Okay, when we are victims, we'll attract victimizers. When we have low self-esteem, we attract people who dominate us. But when we have a good opinion of ourselves, people mirror that. You will start getting more love, respect from the world just because you love and respect yourself a lot more. This is not being defensive and fighting people. This is about really just appreciating the beauty of who you are. You don't have to fight that way because the world changes to mirror your beauty instead of constantly mirroring your defensiveness, right? Self-appreciation, that's the fourth habit. Moving on to the final one, and that one is releasing the heaviness, the stress. Okay, I call this pain body meditation. You would have heard this from my channel a lot from Eckhart Tolle's work. So pain body meditation. This is essentially you going inside your body, switching off the outside world. So the whole world is under this big delusion that our problems are outside. So we blamed everybody else. It's the mother-in-law, sister-in-law, boss, economy, everybody else. But the emotion we're feeling is inside us. They're not coming into our body and making us feel this way. We are reacting to that. The emotion is coming from inside of us. And most of us are walking around like this. This is our machine gun, internally, constantly fighting, bodies like this. We're not relaxed. Stress is not an external thing. Stress is an internal reaction based on our internal belief systems. If we grew up thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm not important, I'm misunderstood, all of this is what's coming out, and you think they're the problem. No, this is our stuff, our inner belief systems. But that's for another video. But what we want to do for pain body as a micro habit is every day, just relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your neck, relax your shoulder. Won't take you more than 60 seconds. That's a minute. Relax your chest, your stomach, your legs. And just notice where this heaviness is. Observe the heaviness, breathe. And that might take you a minute. You don't have to do a 50-minute pain body meditation. Just sit with little bit of the stress and breathe it out. That will make you a lot lighter, therefore making life a lot lighter. You're not fighting, okay? You're relaxing. Now you couple your pain body work with all of this. Eventually, when you're practicing this, even if you just take 1 minute, okay, for micro habit, 1 minute of pain body, 1 minute of self-appreciation, 1 minute of positive focus, 1 minute of blessing an area of life, 1 loving thought that you sent, that's a total of 5 minutes. Do we or do we not have at least 5 minutes in our day? If you have at least 5 minutes, just type, I have at least 5 minutes. That's it. That's your micro habit. Now, if you're thinking, Karthika, I watched this video, but I know for a fact I'm not going to be consistent with this. I want to just introduce you to something that I call the Synchro Tribe. This is in our academy, Synchroshakti Academy, we have a monthly membership. It is 1111. And what happens here is, firstly, talking about micro habits. Every week, we have 1 micro habit that we master. Okay, so I come in a video, microhabit. I come up in a video, I guide you on how to practice the microhabit. We do it together as a community. That's one thing. The second thing is you have access to over 10 courses that you can study of our academy, including our most famous MMMC, which was the #1 manifestation course during the pandemic. That was from our academy. You have access to that, all for just 1111. As long as your membership is alive, you have access to all of these courses. Plus, you have live classes. Can you see this? Live classes. There is every month we have one theme class. So this month, our theme class, end of May, our theme class is on healing relationships. The next month we have on money, aligning to financial abundance. The next month we have healing our physical body beyond medicine. The month after that we have a self-love class. And the month after that we have how to get yourself in proper alignment and improve your vibration. Full 90-minute class we have on that. You get all of that as part of your membership to the tribe. So if you want to know more about the Synchro tribe, you can find out more information below in the description. Okay, so putting it all together, we have self-appreciation. That is taking a moment to ask, what do I appreciate about myself? And to truly, genuinely feel the appreciation. The second one was pain body. To switch off the remote from outside focus, go inside into your body, take care of your kingdom, really relax your body, breathe out. The third one was loving thoughts. So choose one person and try to send them one good feeling thought. It could be a blessing, it could be something you appreciate about them, or something they did that you appreciate. Any good feeling thought you can produce towards them. The fourth one was blessing, finding one area of your life and then finding one blessing in that area and genuinely appreciating that. And fifth one is positive focus, which is at the end of the day, look for what went your way and ask, what does it mean about my life? Okay, what does it mean that I am being supported, that good things do happen to me, that there are blessings in my life, that beauty surrounds me? All of the positive meaning you can take from that will change how you feel about life. So put life in another color. Life would literally become another color. How we feel about life, and when you change the way you see life, life also begins to change. You do this for 30 days. If this video was of help for you, please let me know in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in another video at another time. And namaste.